the squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones, yeah, the dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GE8.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for the...
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. And you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive, this offense.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Watson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Some of these coaches take off when they take the play. Bowler's going to take the make it outside quarterback. Accuracy has to be the top of their defense.
Arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
To throw is Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you know about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he was trying to make a play, but that time, he ends up drawing the flag.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Watson Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A give running right is Chubb, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. The 30. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So who would have guessed this defense would turn into a high-powered offense? They get the fumble return for a score on the previous drive, and now a pick six there. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line, and he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with turnovers. You want to hang on to the ball because when you're playing against a good team, you're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Watson off play action. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They have not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To try again after the sack. Watson is going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Touchdown! David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a bit. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Right back to him on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, after last week with over 200 yards, looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Here comes Peppers. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and that was just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitzer or just drop anyone in the coverage to crack the throwing lanes?
Here's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a good play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Hardman on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the interception, here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 40, 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And the tackle there by Micah McFadden.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
41 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Watson looks to throw again. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Watson. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, Bryant with a catch right side.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Again, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. George Karlaftis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all they got. And now they're looking third down as a manageable situation where they have a much better chance of picking up.
To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to like. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. In on the tackle is the lineman, Perrion Winfrey.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, a throw over the middle, caught by Bryant. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here's another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of the call is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone. That's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Quez Watkins from 21 yards away. And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play fake. Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some play.
Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball and saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You need to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson connects with Peoples-Jones, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Watson.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One final try for Mahomes.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.